Hey guys, and welcome to a new video about Legend of Mushroom. Here today I will show you my Warbringer on the Regen build. So first, for the skills I use here, I have the Smoke Bomb for some damage stress reduction, then Draconic Resonance to have damage based on HP, same with Blade Pierce, damage based on HP, then the Clone Strike, that's a really important one, Blitz Assault for 3 seconds damage immunity, then the Treasure Dragon to have some more crit damage. Angel Deer to have some more damage res. Serpent Springer to reduce all enemies' final crit res. That's really important. Same as Warlord Hydrosporite. It gives me more energy regen, and that's really important. Also Moonlight Lone Wolf. You absolutely need this one. With that you can reduce the enemy's HP regen, and that's really strong against the martial sages. Then I play the Bonded Mask here for some crit rate. Thunder Color Kite to gain some more damage with every active skill I use. Stone Right Tome to get more damage res. Then Abyss Necklace to increase the regen speed of the Draconic Resonance. Then Time Statue to extend the duration of Smoke Bomb, and Magic Box to let my deer do more damage. And then in the middle I use the Plumed Spore for more damage res, that I have more survivability. Then for the Star Array, every 16 seconds after the battle starts deals 500% of current AoE basic attack damage, can be crit, and every crit hit within 5 seconds deals extra damage equal to 0.4% of the target's current HP. Then the Holy Defender to reduce the target's damage res, and the Stonebone Warrior to get a shield to have more survivability. Then for the pulse, I would use here Firefly and then Rage Slash, no speeding, Reflect Counter and Rage Bonus. That's in my opinion the best option. Then for the souls here, use Global HP on 40, Global Death on 40, Global Attack on 61, Crit Res on 40, Crit Damage Bonus on 65, Counter Damage on 65, Combo Damage and Basic Attack Damage. I haven't leveled them at all. Then for the back accessories which I use, here is the Ascension really important. You get some buffs the longer the battle is. Then I use the Rampage to get more stats if I drop below 20% HP. I use Temporal Compression to get more damage with every skill I use. And I use Endless Outburst to get some skill cooldown acceleration if I drop below 20% HP. Then also important is the crit res, to have it if you happen to play against another build. Then counter damage, crit damage, and counter damage, basic attack damage, counter rejuvenation, all basic stats maxed out. And here I just leveled all the different damage races because martial sages do damage based on HP, so the counter damage res isn't that good, so it doesn't do that much, but I still have it if I happen to play against other builds. That's still useful there. Then I have here just base stats and the crit damage bonus. Here I want to have the wound and then the energy regen. Crit res isn't that important, but you can still take it. Same with the damage res as on the first page. Here you want to have the base stats and the wound here. Then you want to have on the awakening 100 in attack, 15 global death, 20 global HP, 5 crit res. You don't need that, I just did it because it's cheap. Then 45 in the crit damage and 15 in counter damage. For the enchants, you want to have 4 times crit damage and 2 times the counter damage. I will switch that in the future if I have the right souls. And on the souls you want to have the global counter damage. That's really important. HP attack and defense stay the same. Here you want to have the crit damage bonus. Here I have the counter damage, but that isn't that important because they do damage based on HP. And then here you want to have the counter damage. On the statues you want to have the global counter, and that's 5 times. And then for my back accessory artifact and mount I use here the new mount from the new event, the Cinder Wolf. You also could use the Crescent mount here or Cheetah. I used Cheetah before. Then I use here the Staff of Hermes. Another good one would be this one here. If you don't have any of those artifacts, I would look that you use the one that you have, which deals a lot of damage or debuffs the enemy. And here you want to use, or I use here the 19th century. Other good options are the Tigerback or the Alien Dimension. You also could use these. This one is definitely also not bad, but definitely also not the strongest one. That one could work too. Maybe if you don't have anything, this one is also not bad. It just looks something that gives you damage based on HP or buffs you or debuffs the enemy. And then I will show it to you here in the arena. I use here the anti-Regen one. I found here an enemy, Whoop. Those are his stats. And as you saw, I won pretty easily, even without using the new mount. We also can try against Rogarons. That are the stats. And that one was too easy. I think she had the wrong build inside. But yeah, I hope this helps you. If you want to support me, leave a like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.